guys, it's Armedfro here with a 67 battle versus Pudding of Arrows. This is while I was streaming, and I have been streaming for 8 hours straight, and I'm tired, but I'm going to do this because I probably sound really freaking loopy. But I thought I would outspeed because I'm deducted speed, but now with the red card, it rejects him and shoots him out there. But I know he would go for Draco Meteor right off the bat, so I just might as well set up my Stealth Rocks. Yeah, might as well. Honestly thought he would go for the Stealth Rocks right off the bat. But anyways, I'll go for the Stealth Rocks as he just shoots a Draco Meteor right in my face. Chocolate. My Why Am I Legal goes down, which is pretty... I don't really care, but mostly because I do have the... I did get the Stealth Rocks up, which is what is really what matters. Anyways, I go into Aladdin. I predict that he would switch into something that resists Stone Edge, but I see a chance. I'm like, okay, I went for the U-turn, so I get to see what Pokemon I can do, and maybe just figure out what the hell I'm going to do with deal with Chansey. So I go into Hot Leg just because I do have a high jump kick. I predict that he would switch into his Gengar because I did see his team, but he goes into a Dragonite. I'm like, okay, I went for the Stone Edge, so that is gonna take his chocolate rain. Even though this is not really Rain Dance team, it would be epic if I did kill him in rain. Good, I'd be able to sing Chocolate Rain right, but I'm too sleepy. Anyways, he goes into his Chansey, which I did not really think about. I thought he would go for maybe a Protect to do my high jump kick, but he actually goes for a Toxic. I'm like, okay, you're lucky that my Stone Edge missed because if it didn't, I would have destroyed you. But whatever. I get a speed boost, which is pretty useless. But right now, I do predict that he would go for a Protect, so I went for a Stone Edge again just in case. So at this point, there's nothing really I could do except for like just go straight for the attacks as much as possible. I predict that he would switch into his Gengar again, because I know he has Gengar, but he switches into his Rachi, which will be able to take the Stone Edge very nicely. He's really out-predicting me here, which is making me look like a fool, which is really annoying, but I will be able to outspeed his Rachi. I'm like, okay, might as well go for the Overheat, just because it will be able to destroy his Jirachi. One big Overheat Blast, but he switches into his Heatran, and I'm telling you guys, this guy's making me look like a fool, because right now, I must have been tired on this stream way too long, but whatever. I go for a high jump kick now, because I'm like, he won't switch into Gengar now, right? I mean, come on, who would do that? But he switches into his Gengar, and I go through his body because he's a ghost, and smash into the wall. I don't even know why there's a wall back there, but my Gengar is... my Gengar, what the hell? My Blaziken is like, blah, and dies. So I send in my Kitsune, just because to set up the Drought, which is my Sunny Day team, so it's Droughtness, Sexiness, whatever. So I know he would switch into something. I thought he would switch into Chansey, so I might lose as much damage as I can to go for Flamethrower, but it's my highest power move. But I went for the 10 power rock just in case. Honestly, thought it was 10 power ground, but I should probably switch that. So, anyways, I go into Aladdin, as I just predicted Earth power because I'm fire type and whatever. So now I do predict a switch into his Gengar, so I actually went for the Stone Edge, which will be able to destroy this Gengar. And I honestly thought for the longest time that I'm Scarfed. But as you see there, I take Life Orb damage, which means I have Life Orb, which means he can outspeed me with his Jirachi and frickin' Ice Punch me in the face, which I do not like, so I switch into my Fire Bad, which takes the Ice Punch very nicely for a little Charizard. I take Life Orb damage from the Solar Power and go to his Chansey as I just go for a Focus Blast, predicting that he will go into his Heatran or his Chansey. Whatever's going to do a lot of damage, but it doesn't kill, which makes me really sad, Pandas, mostly because I hate Chansey with such passion. So I switched into my Patty Cakes, which should be Alicia, but it's Patty Cakes with words as he goes for Protect, mostly trying to do my Solar Power, but went for the Sleep Powder, just because I wanted to put that frickin' chance to sleep so I don't have to deal with it anymore. So I put to sleep because I didn't want to do soft boil. So I didn't want the chance that he would actually live with like minuscule HP and be able to yeah. So anyways, he switches into his Rachi. I predicted that. Even still thinking I'm scarfed, by the way. So I'm like, okay, I can outspeed this guy, go for Earthquake. But he outspeeds me because he's scarfed. I'm not. He ice punches me in the face, and I go down. So now that I know he is stuck into Ice Punch, I switch him to Kitsune. I go for Flamethrower, just trying to freaking kill that Jirachi. I hate Jirachi with such a passion, but he goes into his Heatran, which I did not predict. I completely forgot that he had a Heatran, which takes the Flash Fire. I'm like, oh god, this is not good. So now I switch into my Charizard, Earth Power, and now that I know he is probably not Scarfed, even if he is, I will still outspeed him. I go for another Focus Blast, as he just goes into Chansey. The Fire Blast, Focus Blast is obviously gonna miss, and hello, my computer's almost out of batteries. Whatever. So now Solar Power is really bringing me low. He sends this to Jirachi. So I'm like, oh, whatever. I'm just gonna send out my Nitsune, pretty much as death fodder, because I do already have the sun up, so it doesn't really matter. He doesn't have any weather changers, so I'm pretty much set. So I predicted he'll switch into his Heatran. Now that he doesn't want me to risk that he won't get a flinch, so he goes into his Heatran. I go for the Hit Power Rock, and thankfully, at his health right now, it will be able to 2-hit KO. So I go for the Hit Power Rock again, and it destroys the Heatran. Thank God that freaking guy is dead, which is really good because now I can actually go all out attack with my fire attacks, and nothing will resist anymore. So now I switch into Fire Bad, pretty much predicting that he would go for an Iron Head. So now I can finally go into my Nitsune and just Flamethrower Sweep. First, of course, getting this frickin' guy asleep because I don't want him to flinch. I've gotten flinch hacks and someone coming back because we got flinch hacks so much, so I just didn't want that to happen. So I switch back in my Nitsune. Now that he's asleep, he actually switches into a Scizor on the switch. So I see the last two guys, I'm like, okay, I have this game in the bag. Because he won't be able to come with a Bullet Punch, just because I resist it, even though I don't have amazing defense. So I will be able to Flamethrower him in the face, take his Scizor out with one big Fire Flamethrower hit, and now he's gonna, the only Pokemon he has left is his Sleeping Jirachi. And Sleeping Jirachi does not like flamethrowers. He does not be waking up by flamethrowers, so he will die by flamethrowers. So haha, frickin' Faruki, whatever. So question of the day is: do you like standard sets or do you like original sets? Like what Ridley makes it all, whatever he does. So thanks for watching, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe. Stay classy.